Good morning and welcome to all the distinguished guests. I will just give you some brief information about the Pakistan market for the food ingredients. So this is all the welcome for all the distinguished guests. And it thanks Echemi for inviting. And as a manager of Venus Corporation, I have been involved in food ingredients business for last 15 years. And I can share some insights into food ingredients markets in South Asia, of course, with a special focus on the Pakistani market. Pakistan market is growing at a fast pace for the food ingredients. And it can be divided into 4 subsectors, like beverages, health foods, and of course, being a Muslim country, the halal food, and natural dietary supplements. As we all know, before beverages were just simple. Now beverages are also divided into several subsectors. The initial ones that we all used to drink, carbonated drinks, like Coca-Cola and like that. Now the new trend is, of course, functional beverages that has energy drinks, vitamin drinks, and then the juices. Total Pakistan beverage production is increasing every year, and during the financial year 2017, 2018, it stood at 24 million liters, with fruit juices and carbonated drinks having the major share. The trend to produce functional beverages, that is energy drinks or vitamin drinks or protein shakes, is growing. And for this provides an excellent opportunities, especially for the raw material manufacturers in the Pakistan. As most of these companies developing the businesses are local companies, and so I think then they do not have any multinational affiliations. So I think for the new ingredient suppliers, they offer an excellent opportunity to enter the supply chain. Because with multinationals being around, I think many companies find it very, very difficult to enter their supply chain. So, okay, the products covered range for the functional drinks are amino acids, aminosulfonic acids, and of course thickeners like xanthan gum, sodium alginate, and then other ingredients. Now we go to the health food ingredients. As Pakistan is rapidly urbanizing, all the population wants to migrate from the villages to the cities. So cities are growing fast paced, and with the increase in the international travel around the world, people are getting more and more ideas for the food. And as such, they are becoming more and more conscious for the healthy food. There gives an opportunity for the ingredients manufacturers. Because of that, many new companies are entering to produce specifically health influencing foods. So I think this also provides an excellent opportunity for the manufacturers of ingredients, especially for the health foods. That is the trend actually now worldwide. So I think you can try to look at the opportunities there, and that covers like plant extracts. As we know, the use of natural plant extracts is increasing at a very fast pace, and newer materials and new plants are being extracted to provide ingredients that are very uncommon. Now, as you know, like a lot of population in the world, and of course being in Pakistan, is looking for halal foods. So now there is a new substitution and the new way for the halal foods. You know, with using existing vegetables, oils, and the trans fats, you can recreate the taste of the animal-derived fruits. Most of the animal-derived taste can now be recreated using oils and fats from the vegetable source. So this actually provides an excellent opportunity. If some companies they can do research on the specific market taste and then create the taste more or less near to the animal-derived product taste. I think that is excellent chance. And this not only offers exciting opportunities for ingredients manufacturers in Pakistan, but also in all Muslim countries. And now with the growing requirement of vegan foods, this also gives the chance to them. So I think this is a very, very potential market. And I think this market will outpace the growth of all other food ingredients markets in the coming years. Of course, bakery and confectionery in Pakistan is big. As Pakistan is the largest producer of wheat and rice in the world. So there is a lot of opportunity, there is a lot of availability of the raw materials. And that raw material price is also very low compared to the world market prices. So this gives Pakistan an added advantage in the cost. And of course, being Pakistan's proximity, being near Africa and Middle East, those two markets, the finished goods demand is very high. So along with the domestic local market, that is more than 220 million people, the proximity near to Middle East, and then to Africa, it provides a very, very huge market. And for the general and starting material suppliers like leavening agents, yeast, I think this is a very big and prospective market that you can look into. Now we come to the part that is not related to the food ingredients, but for the interest of all the Chinese friends here, because you know, Pakistan and China enjoy an excellent relationship, a relationship that has been spent for 70 years. And like in Pakistan, we say, Pakistan-China friendship is deeper than the sea and higher than the mountains and sweeter than the honey. So, as you know, Chinese government is in the process of constructing road and belt. The first corridor that extends is through Pakistan, which connects China to Pakistan. And of course, once connected with Pakistan, it takes China all the way up to Central Asia, to Afghanistan, possible linkages with Iran if the situation stabilizes in the future. So, as Pakistani government officials put it, that it's a game changer for the Pakistan also, because it provides enormous opportunities. And as we expect, the government of Pakistan is under the construction phase of several economic zones, especially for the Chinese companies. So you can consider that as a great opportunity. Maybe some of their industries might be relocated to Pakistan. Of course, with the relocation in Pakistan, you get two advantages. One is the domestic market, that is also big, 220 million people. And we have neighbors, Afghanistan, Iran, India, and from Afghanistan, you can move all the way up to Central Asian countries. So I think this gives a very, very good opportunity for the Chinese manufacturers, and they can take an advantage of close relationship between Pakistan and China. China has always been a strong supporter of Pakistan, and as we know, during the economic or political and all international forums, China has been consistently supporting Pakistan. And so I think for the Chinese, they are always very, very welcome in Pakistan. So I think this is a very good chance if you want to reconsider relocating some industries. I will again emphasize that not only gives you access to Pakistan's domestic market, but it gives you access to the big market in the Middle East and Africa. For the Middle East market, you can imagine, from Pakistan, if you ship the goods by sea, it only needs less than 24 hours to arrive in Dubai, to arrive in Qatar, to arrive in Oman. And if you ship by air, it needs less than 2 hours flight time. So that's a good opportunity for you. And as the statistics show that over the 5 years since launch of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, as we call CPEC in Pakistan, Pakistan's GDP has been growing by an average of 4.77%. And foreign investment in Pakistan has increased by 240%. Of course, out of 240%, 190% is from China for the development of the infrastructure, for the development of the ports, upgradation of the airports. So, and we actually expect in Pakistan, upon the completion of the second phase of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor by 2023, Pakistan economy will be growing by at least 8 to 10%. So with the inception of the CPEC and the statistics available, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor projects have almost contributed 930 million Pakistan rupees in the tax revenue. That is new for the government. Before that, that tax revenue was not available. You know, Pakistan is second largest Islamic country, of course, after Indonesia. Indonesia has the largest Muslim population. So, Pakistan's image in the Muslim world and influence is there because most of the people in the Muslim countries, they know Pakistan. And Pakistan is very densely populated with 220 million people. So I think it gives a very good opportunity for the halal food industry. Everything going out of Pakistan into Middle East or to other Muslim countries does not need halal certification. It is automatically considered as halal because they regard Pakistan as 100% Muslim country. So if you have a manufacturing base, especially for the Chinese companies in Pakistan, I think it makes your job easy selling in the Middle East and the African countries. And of course, Pakistan market is growing, and you know already the number of Muslim countries, that is Organization of Islamic Countries, is 57. So if you have a manufacturing base in Pakistan, it gives you automatic access to all the 57 countries, and you don't have to worry about the halal certifications at all. So actually the consumption of food has been increasing in Pakistan because with more growing per capita income, more affluence, and more well-being being felt around everywhere around Pakistan. So the Pakistan market is growing at a very fast pace and is now worth about $66.7 billion a year. So this is a statement from the members of the Chambers of Commerce and the Board of Investment. You can see that consumption pattern in Pakistan is getting better. That's of course with the development of the economy and the well-being. So the trade has to be, e-commerce has exceeded more than $1 billion in 2018. So you can live like how Pakistan has changed. You can just check from the fact that Pakistan has the highest mobile phone penetration rate in the South Asia. It's even higher than big, densely populated India and much higher than Bangladesh, that can be similarly compared by population-wise to Pakistan. So these all show that Pakistan market has been growing very well. And of course, added with the Belt and Road Initiative being done by China. So Pakistan is the first corridor that has to pass through. So it is worth having a look for the investment there. And of course, for the food ingredients manufacturers, the market is growing because of the more and keen interest of the population for the healthy foods, and people are becoming more health conscious. Oh, and I would like to thank you all for listening patiently. And if anyone has any specific queries related to the food ingredients, you can always contact me. My email and my mobile phone and wishing is already displayed here. Okay, thank you very much.